Hello, welcome to the House of the Spirit. Welcome home. This reading today is about your next adventure in life. So, pile number one, we have Aquarius, Sagittarius, Libra, and Capricorn. Your card is the Meter. Okay. Pile number two, we have Taurus, Virgo, Gemini, and Cancer. Your card is the Wedding, the 22nd moon mansion. Pile number three, we have Pisces, Leo, Scorpio, and Aries. Your card is the Visitor. It is the 7th moon mansion. Okay, I will give you a moment for you to choose your pile using the cards, the zodiac signs, or just your intuition. I will see you in your reading. Okay, pile number one, your card is Demeter. And Demeter, of course, you have the myth that is very well known of Persephone, Demeter's daughter, who was stolen from her. So this card, its meaning has a lot to do with something that is stolen, but then is given back, but not in exactly the same way as it was or as we were hoping for, because it is a conditional recovery, let's say, because Persephone is then condemned to go to Hades, realm or kingdom, the underworld, every year. So this is an agrarian cult. These are the vestiges of an agrarian cult that is related to the Eleusinian mysteries. And immediately I felt like there were two very important things for you today about this card. One of them was that sense of getting something back, but then having to be very precise. There's a very strong Virgo energy in this card today. It is ruled by Virgo, but I feel like that's a specific focus, like there's something very precise about what is happening next for you, about your next adventure. And there's also this story of getting something back, something that was taken, something that you have to go get, like you have to go and chase or recover, like Demeter tried to recover her daughter from the underworld. But there's also one other thing, which is secrecy or mystery. And I don't think it's a negative thing in this case. I'm not sure why secrecy or mystery are very important for you in this next phase. But, let's see. Okay, so I'll get you an Ohm too. Okay, so we have Tin, and this is like being the victorious, being the one who wins, the best in the fight. So maybe there's some kind of fight here. You're fighting against something. Traitor. Someone taking something from you and then you getting it back. Is there something else for pile number one? I feel like this one. Manipulator. Wow. It's very similar energy. I feel like this new adventure is about you fighting against an energy, a person, an entity, an institution that is betraying your values, or that is betraying their own values and manipulating, even like written documents, falsifying things or twisting them. Okay. So these two. Taom the poet. And the green woman. Right. It's very earthy. Very earthy. This new cycle, this new endeavor. I feel like you have to put up a fight against something, and maybe you have to kind of beat them at their own game. Like, it's like two can play that game. You're like, okay, you're manipulating things, but I will bend this in my favor because it is a creative thing to do. I am coming from a beautiful place. There's some kind of objective, a creation here with the green woman. This is about your creative energy. It's very creative. It's like ideas that you want to put in practice, dreams. Okay, well, so I guess that we have to see this in like a group. So we start with Sun in Cancer with resourcefulness, Venus in Capricorn with convention, Jupiter in Aquarius with innovation, Jupiter in Cancer with speculation, and Venus in Libra with indecision. Something is like up for grabs. Something is not yet decided, but you want some kind of decision. Something is yet to be decided. And maybe it's not entirely up to you. With convention and innovation here, it's very like opposing ways of dealing, opposing ways of dealing with an issue, a situation. I think that there's something, I feel like this is the adventure part. This is the part that will feel like you're risking something, or that you're kind of feeling your way through, like you're not sure, and it creates a bit of a frozen, like you freeze because you don't know where to go, you don't know where to put your foot down, where you lay, where to step on, where, in which direction, or what is below. There's something really powerful here about what is supporting you, like below, in a metaphorical sense and also in a literal sense. So what is supporting what you're doing? Is it like bedrock? Is it quicksand? Do you feel stable? Is it what kind of structure is it? What are you building upon? The foundations. What is below? Like the meter has to go to the underworld to discover some kind of mystery. So I feel like this next adventure is better framed as a kind of an investigation of what is below, of what is mysterious, unknown, what is secret. Yet, it's still a secret. And I don't know if someone is trying to manipulate you to kind of be satisfied with the surface. Like, oh, don't think about that. That's no issue. That's no problem. It's okay. But it's dangerous to trust this traitor. It's like they want you to believe that because they apparently give you what you want. But because you didn't say, you didn't consider what was below. So your next adventure is to consider what is below. What is supporting your claims? What is supporting your endeavors? The infrastructure. What is the underlying power? Ace of Staves. This can also be about motivation, like what really motivates you? What is your goal with this? Try to see what is below that, what is beneath. Two of Pentacles. Eight of Staves. I think you'll be surprised by what you'll find, because it's not that it's worse, but it's something that you have to then consider, and maybe you have to go a bit like back and forth with some ideas on how to integrate this new thing into your life. These three cards came out together. So the Sun with the Zoria sisters, Five of Swords, and the Six of Cups. It seems to me like this is going to, it's like the universe is tricking you into going into a better direction. So you will have an apparent defeat right from the start. Like you'll know something that is, this is not the way, like this isn't comfortable. This is not what is supposed to happen. But it's actually the pathway to the victory that you're searching for. I also feel like, the Five of Swords here, maybe it's not that. It can even be just it was an unlikely victory. You thought you would never achieve this. It was very unlikely, but you're doing it. Because Five of Swords can also mean a victory against all odds, like everything was against you, or there was no way that a victory was coming from that direction in your life. But actually, you'll be surprised. Ace of Swords, Prince of Pentacles, and Balance. Yamana. This is the Temperance card. So this is like the Virgo energy, the minutia, attention to detail, very precise, something precise. It's something very precise that gives you this victory. So maybe you also have to analyze documents. You might also have to convince. It's like someone is trying to convince you, but you end up like changing the game and convincing the person of what you want actually. It's like you're using their own game in your favor, like a switch. It's like a little switch that you do. This can be in a conversation with someone. You switch sides with that person. This is interesting. There's kind of this like emulating. It's like this person is trying to convince me. I know that they're playing some kind of game. I don't want to do what they are telling me. And then you kind of, okay, I will try to do what he's doing to me, he or she, doesn't matter. So I will play their part instead. And then they give you what you want because they don't have the tool. Like it's like you took their tools and the energy is just not sustainable for them anymore. So they end up like giving up, giving you something. This is really interesting because it feels like very competitive energy, but in a sense that it's like you want to overcome a lot of issues and you have this person or this entity, this institution, I don't know, that you're arguing against, like I have the right to something, or I should have this, like you're arguing for your position. So this reading is telling you that if you are mindful of the details of what is happening, of the conversation, and you explore the documents in detail, what is being said, the conversations, if you give yourself and the subject a lot of attention, specifically to the details, like the minutia, you will get this kind of superpower. And then when you're arguing or in conversation, you can kind of make this switch. It's like, I know you're manipulating me, and now I'm going to play that game with you. Now I'm going to use the same techniques that you're using on me and see, what happens. And it's like it nullifies their game. It nullifies their abilities to twist things. And they give up. Or they give you something. They decide to give you something, like resources or something that was rightfully yours, because it's something is coming back. You're getting something back. It's not exactly in the same form or shape as it was. There are some kind of conditionals here, but I think it's enough. It's a victory that gives you the energy or the resources to continue something that you want to do. Two of Staves. Nine of Pentacles. I like these. Okay, three at the same time. Wow. Four of Cups, Judgment with Gwenwifer, and Wisdom with Saraswati. This is the High Priestess. this is interesting. It's really like you're not allowing yourself to be manipulated by this person by understanding how they do the manipulation. It's like you're pretending to not know here with the Four of Cups. Like, no, I have no idea what you're doing. Like, I'm just an innocent person here, you know, being manipulated. But all the while you're kind of like watching from, you know, from the corner of your eye what they're doing and where they're getting their arguments from, how they are elaborating their, it's like a concoction, you know, they're trying to create a reality. And then because of that receptive mode, you're going to gain a lot of wisdom, and that's the game changer for you here. It's because of all the small moments, the little details that you have mastered, because you were pretending not to know, pretending not to see. And then very quickly you will have the ability to change this, to use that in your favor. And I feel like that's the beginning of the adventure. That's when the adventure begins. The true adventure begins, because it's when you get your power back and then you start something else. You're getting your power back, your resources back. And this victory gives you the energy, the boost that you need. It's almost like it's the thing that blows up. It doesn't open the door. It really blows the door away. So it's like there's no way, no one can stop you. No one can block you from this again. And that's also why it's very important that you go to the bottom. Because once you put your foot down there, that specific placement gives you the strength and the leverage to pull through. And it's never going to be taken from you again. It's just that you have to learn how it happens exactly, so that you're safe when you put your presence there, let's say. When you invest in that position, if you know it's safe, it's kind of it's a responsibility that maybe you will carry for the rest of your life. So this is a very important negotiation, whatever this is. It seems like it's very high stakes for you. And that's why every little thing, every little strange thing, it really throws you off, because it's the unpredictable parts, the unstable parts, if it's ever changing. It's like you have to see the pattern in something that seems like it's changing all the time, but it's not. It's just that you haven't really identified the pattern that's stabilizing the whole process. And once you do that, after a period of just, you know, being on the lookout and seeing how people operate, how things are done, how this institution is achieving their goals by rigging the game, like, yeah, it's like two can play that game. You can do that too. And it's not even being unfair or being dishonest. It's just because you want something that lasts. You want the ability to celebrate this victory once and for all, let's say. Like, I've truly mastered this, because I've also mastered something in myself, because this is also, of course, playing with your insecurities. And what was taken from you is something that means a lot to you, as did Persephone mean, was her daughter of Demeter. So this is very, very powerful. So as you are doing that, that's where the secrecy and mystery come from, I guess. It's from that kind of passive receptivity, and in your silence, in your mind, and in your own like personal notes, let's say, you are accounting for everything, and you are understanding everything in silence. And when the time comes, you do that switch, and you say, okay, two can play that game. I am now doing the same, applying the same techniques on you, and now what do you have to say? And that person or institution says, okay, you have the right to this, and then you win. This is, yeah, the beginning of your next adventure. I feel like this is not describing the whole picture. This is just saying that your next adventure is inaugurated by this energy of a triumph, of a victory over this kind of manipulator energy. And also be careful not to betray yourself by revealing secrets or revealing important information, because this kind of energy really knows how to twist that. It's like they know how to use that in their favor, and to take the resources out of you instead of you having access to the resources yourself. Okay, interesting. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye. Pile number 2. Your card is the 22nd Moon Mansion with the Wedding. So this card is a bit it's a bit conventional. So it is about the appearance of something. It is about how social norms are conditioning the perception of something, or how something is going to be perceived by others, by your social circle. So this is about something official. Let's say something gets official. Right. Okay, so now first I'm going to get you an Owen. Okay, so this is Moon, and the keyword is prophecies. Right. So maybe I'm going to talk about something that you already know is going to happen in your life. Like you've predicted it, or you've planned it. You planned for it. You planned for it. Impulsiveness. Did you plan it? Or maybe it's finally you get the impulse to do it, and wonder, in search of something. Or to be apart from society. Okay, what else do we have? And this one for pile number 2. Gloominess doom. I was thinking about the gloomy thoughts card from the Mystical Kipper. Huh, Luminous Doom. Ooh, the Soul Shrinker. He of the Fiery Sword. A collective of pixies. So this might be the social part here. And Titan the Sylph. Wow. So it feels like this next adventure starts with a jolt of energy, like this sudden impulse to do something. But it feels like it's like diving into some kind of darkness. No, it's not darkness. It's more like you're going from this very tense. No, you're going to use the negative, a lot of negative energy here. It's very, very down, very melancholic, very sad, annoyed, anxious. There are a lot of, it's like what people say, the judgment of other people really affects you. And it's not just because of their behavior, or it's more because of you, where you are in your life. Like you want to change something in your life. And I think that you're doing something that defies convention a bit. Because of the Wanderer here, it really opposes the convention, the social expectations. Because the Wanderer is kind of like the rogue energy, the person who is unafraid to explore the wilderness alone. And I feel like this is a bit of an inner journey here. But at the same time, what's interesting is that collective energies are going to support you in that too. So although you seem to be doing what is not okay, now I understand. So you might be also, you might be changing something in your social circles, because you're going from, I feel like you're going from one social circle to another, because you're going to belong to that social circle because of a choice that you're doing. You are the Wanderer now, and there are a lot of people who are very supportive of the Wanderer, and you're jolted into that. So this is the moment when you decide to ride that horse, and then off you go. It will feel a little bit chaotic in the beginning. It will feel like a bit of an upheaval, and maybe there are unintended consequences. It's a discovery too, so it's something that goes out of this conventional path. But at the same time, it's something that is prophesized to you. So it's kind of promised to you in a way. Maybe you promised yourself. Maybe you have seen this reality for yourself, and you know that you're riding towards that reality no matter what. It might seem like you're going on a detour. It might seem like you're going on the opposite direction. It doesn't matter, because in the end you will be fulfilling that prophecy. Jupiter in Sagittarius with principle. Saturn in Cancer with charity. Jupiter in Virgo with patience. Jupiter in Scorpio with manipulation. Mercury in Aquarius with originality. Venus in Gemini with flattery. So it feels like a little bit of a bumpy ride, or at least a bit chaotic, like you're going that way, no, it's that way, no, now I'm changing again. So in the beginning, it seems like you're kind of zigzagging before your direction stabilizes, because maybe you need to see a sign, like a star in the sky or the moon, there's some kind of cycle that will orient you or guide you. Maybe the stars, maybe some kind of astrological um, event. And I also feel like people will admire what you decide to do, because although it is different, it is a different choice from, it's different from them, they respect your need to go because they feel like you're following your soul's purpose. There are higher principles at work here. And in the end, what is important is that you're supported by this collective energy and not really, how do I say this? Like, it's not what people say. It's their soul that is supporting you. So it might be the case that there are a lot of people who will doubt what you're doing. They will say things that make you insecure, but they're actually projecting their own insecurities on you, their doubts, their defeats, let's say. So they will doubt you, they will make you feel uncomfortable at times, but when you put your head in the pillow at night to rest, your soul will comfort you because it knows. And it's also in contact with those other souls, and they're actually supporting you. The truth is that you are being supported, although they might speak, evil words or cast doubt. The sun. Wow. The Watcher, the Queen of Mirrors, and Herne the Hunter with the Chariot. Yeah, it's like, go for it. Go for your dreams, and don't be afraid to break the rules a little bit, the rules of your routine. Don't be afraid of discomfort. 10 of Spirals. Wow. Okay, where's this? 2 of Stones. There will be this transition period here. So it's not like after your decision to go for it, everything changes in that moment. It will be a process. Well, there will be this process that will develop, that will unravel, that will reveal itself. It's a work in progress. 9 of Spirals and the Mime, Page of Spirals. I think you'll have a special way of dealing with what worries you. 10 of Stones. There's some kind of funny way or unconventional, unorthodox way of dealing with worries, with anxiety. It's going to be more playful than you realize or than you think right now. 9 of Stones, 4 of Spirals, and the Dreamer, Knight of Mirrors. I feel like the advice here is to stay consistent and to also share a specific thing. What is this about? To offer something? What is this Knight of Mirrors doing here? Eight of Stones. It feels like you're doing something creative, working on something creative. Be consistent, continue to work on it. Be consistent and continue to work on it. So this feels like there's a moment when you're kind of, how do I say this? Like it's loading, it's growing and it's growing and the tension is mounting, and then you say just, it's enough, that's enough, I'm going, now I'm going. But it's not only your intuition and your need to move forward, it's also because you see a sign. And I feel like this whole reading is telling you to hold, hold the line, hold for a while, hold just a little bit more, because the sign is coming. And when you see the sign, you're ready. You're going to see a sign. And I feel like it has something to do with the moon, the light of the moon, or specific moon, or a different, it can be some kind of astrological event. Maybe it's not just what you can see with your eyes, naked eyes. Maybe it's something that is happening astrologically that is not seen, let's say it's felt. But there are 2 eclipses coming up, very powerful, very, very powerful. This year is incredibly powerful on the eclipse front. So I think that might have something to do with the eclipse for some of you, definitely. But for others of you, it might have something to do with what's happening astrologically. And I don't think that this is something that you can plan or program too much, because it's kind of a conjugation of your energy just kind of overflowing, like it's time, I have to go now and do this now. If I don't go now, I will never go. There's this kind of now or never energy here. It's now or never, and you will know. Your body will tell you, and when your body is in the right place and you look up or you look towards a sign and you see the sign, you will know. That sign is sent from, it's a sign from God. It's a sign from the highest levels. It is the opposite of this, of the fear, of the anxiety, of the sadness, of the depression. Is the opposite of this. It's like a rocket ship, takes you to the higher realms, and then you see the sign, and you make the decision to step into this new adventure. But first, the body and the astrological events, or the astral, the divine, the God plane, there has to be this alignment, and you will see the sign, or you will feel that sign. Like you maybe you only see it with your mind's eye. Some of you might see it with your eyes. I don't know. I don't think that this is what's important here, because it's so personal. It's something that will be completely different for each one of you. Because maybe it's like, maybe you're really into owls, for instance, and you see an owl, and you know that owl is a sign. Or maybe you like crystals and you find a crystal, or you see someone who has a crystal, and it just opens up this door of perception from you. I'm not sure. But there's also another plane dimension into this to this reading, that is this advice row here, that I feel like has something to do with consistency. So I think that meanwhile you have to work on your knowledge of the prophecies in your life, the things that you were sure would happen to you, or that you projected into the future, how they apply to your life, or even the prophecies that you've read that have something to do with the collective and that you think apply to you. There's something about that. There's something also about your dreams, and keeping a dream journal might also help. I feel like there's some kind of consistent practice that you have to do. Maybe it's meditation. There's something you have to work on before your body and your spirit are ready for this new adventure. And consistency is key. So maybe it's physical exercise, maybe it's meditation. It's getting ready somehow for something, okay? So preparing for that is really crucial, especially having a resilient mindset, let's say, and not be shaken by, this negative influence here. Again, I feel like something is getting like erased from your life, basically. Some kind of negativity is basically getting erased. It's not exactly a clean slate in every way, but regarding something specific in your life, like a situation, a relationship, a person, a memory, there is going to be a clean slate in that area for you. And I think that that's because of this consistent practice, dream journaling, understanding yourself better, specifically related to some kind of anxiety or sadness, and how it influences your state of mind and your spirit. You'll get to this place where you're like, okay, I can discard this. I can't take this anymore. This is no longer a part of my life. 10 of spirals. You leave something behind, truly. Very interesting. Okay, thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye. Pile number 3. Your card is the 7th moon mansion with the visitor. This is about an unexpected relationship, an unexpected connection. So this can have a lot of implications in your life. So your next adventure starts with a new person in your life. Okay, so you have Fern, and this OM is about divination and protection. But it is something unexpected or unlikely. Someone is protecting you, wants to protect you. Helplessness. Risk. And twins. Like this. Connection. A deep connection with someone. I feel like someone wants to give you a hand. They want to help you. They want to throw you the rope so that you can climb something instead of being tied up. It's someone who has a very, very interesting relationship with you. It's like meant to be. Something that feels like it's meant to be. The Oakman, the Maiden, and the Spirit Dancer. Wow, this is really good energy. Really good. If this is a relationship, this is a very positive relationship in your life. So it feels really good, just overall. There's no, I can't feel like anything negative, really. Not even the risk, it just feels right. It feels like that's the adventure. It's like, I will take you on this adventure. Come with me. I will protect you. I will give you the rope that you need to climb. Instead of hanging, there and being stuck, being tied by the rope, I will untie the rope and I will use it so you can climb. So you can take a chance. So you can do your thing. And this might be someone who is older than you, wiser than you, or that's very experienced in a specific area. And they want to give you the ability to do your thing. Mercury in Cancer with intuition, divination, and protection. So some of you might also be tarot readers or readers, energy readers. You might work in this area. There's something about that, like there's something about that aspect of your life that is being highlighted. Saturn in Gemini with concentration. Sun in Libra with harmony. And Venus in Libra with indecision. So this is the only part of the reading that I feel like is dubious. So will you trust this person right away? Will you trust yourself? Are you afraid of saying the wrong things? What are you focusing on? It feels like you're not focusing on the things that the other person is expecting you to focus on. Maybe there's some kind of trouble in the communication department, but it feels so intuitive. Oh, that's strange. It's very strange. So what is happening here? Innocence, and this is the Sun card of this deck. Wow. Nothingness. This is the Hierophant. Three of Swords with isolation. So maybe you're kind of used to being on your own, and so being so close to someone or having this person in your life might be a bit of a challenge at first because you're doubting. It's like you're doubting something, but you're also warming up to it, warming up to the hypothesis, the suggestion of this relationship. So if you don't want relationships in your life at all, this is not your reading. If you're kind of like accepting that reality, but maybe not sure how it should happen with this person specifically, or how it would develop, how it would deepen, this is probably for you. Beyond illusion. Wow. Go with the flow. Ace of Cups. Wow. I think you'll choose to go with the flow. And the Magician. Existence. So you will go. You will accept this challenge. You will accept this adventure in your life. You will embrace it. That's the purpose of this relationship, is that you embrace this new adventure, and that you also challenge a lot of beliefs that you have about attachments. Maybe it's because, so this person is going to challenge the idea that you'll be stuck with someone, like you'll be helpless, and you will be just subject to the person's wills and wants. Instead, the relationship is going to help you climb. It's going to help you. It's going to be an adventurous relationship. But the challenge is that yeah, maybe you have some kind of issue with commitment. But it's all about relationships. So if that's not a thing that you're focusing on in your life right now, either you'll be surprised by it because this is unexpected. The visitor, comes unexpectedly, or this might also be a relationship that is changing, that is mutating, that is getting serious. And maybe it's a bit, it's a bit much, because maybe you think that this person has a lot more wisdom, or it's very powerful. It seems like a very powerful presence. And you might feel like you have to submit yourself to this. And I don't think that that's the case. And this person really wants you to do your thing. So, seems very, very beautiful, very positive. Participation, Four of Wands. Three of Pentacles with guidance. And the Chariot with consciousness. The Lovers. So, sorry, it's like, it's your choice. It's your choice. It feels like in the end you will choose this person. Wow. Two of Cups. With friendliness. Wow. I don't know. It's like, there's no way this isn't a relationship. I don't think we can escape that. I'm always trying to see if there's any layers, because I know some people are not focusing on relationships, and that's okay. And maybe there's something there for them. But I have to be honest, in this reading, I don't think that that's the case. So this is about relationships all the way. So if this is not your reading, you try again, or maybe later, hopefully some other reading might resonate. But today, this is about relationships. So yeah, it feels like you're going for it, and good for you. Moment to moment. Two of Pentacles. There is space for negotiation. There is space for your energy here. But I think that you have to also allow yourself that space. And this person, it's like it feels like it's a it's a game. It's like the Razlila. It's the game. This is the game. This is about the game of seduction, of the conversation between two souls when they are knowing themselves, knowing each other, and exploring the possibilities of the combination of their energies, the different colors that will be created because they are joining, because they are creating something else. So it feels really good. So your next event, I feel like, yeah, this is the most positive relationship reading I think I have ever had, because it also feels like, and with the maiden here, it's so pure. It's so, there's no, evil intention. There's no, I don't think that there's a lot of space for unhealed um, energies here too. And if there are unhealed aspects of each other, each one of you, they will be dealt with. And there's a lot of healing potential in the relationship. But I also think that I don't think that there's a lot of interference. There's so much respect for each other. As long as you understand your own boundaries and your own wishes and dreams, and that you allow yourself to also fulfill them and to pursue them, there's absolutely nothing here that will stop you. It seems like it's so respectful, it's so intuitive, like the twins. It's like even when you're apart, your minds are connected, and you're telepathically connected. You are joining, you're truly, I don't want to say this because it's so, it can be twisted, but it's like you're made for each other in so many aspects. And it feels really nice. It feels like you can create something with this person too. It feels very creative. You can build something together. It will trigger a little bit of doubt and insecurity, because I think that there's something that you're focusing on that's not the point. It's like, why are you focusing on that? That's not the thing. Just, what's the key word here? What's the key? It's like, don't obsess about something. I don't know. Maybe I can. What is this about? It's like this obsession, this. Wow. Don't obsess about not having, it's like not having your routines anymore, having to adapt, having to change something in your life because you have to include this person, this new like variable in your life. Don't obsess about that. Don't, just flow. And maybe there's also something specific, like, oh, I have this responsibility, this thing that I have to do every day, and if I have this relationship, or there's something about this relationship with this person that is kind of disturbing, that is supposedly interfering with that. And actually it's not, because if you just change your perspective a little bit, you will manage everything. But there's something annoying, it's like there's something that annoys you, and you end up kind of hyper focusing on that and forgetting that the whole picture is actually very much, much brighter and much more positive, and has a lot of potential, because one tiny mistake or one tiny, mismatch, you're maybe kind of creating a lot of doubt on this situation, and it's I don't think it deserves that much questioning, actually. I think that if it destroys some kind of routine or something in your life, maybe it's because it should. Maybe it's because it's something that is unhealthy. Maybe you should check if that pattern, if that habit is really worth the sacrificing, this relationship, because it seems like this person just wants you to do your thing. It seems like they like you exactly as you are, but there's this tiny thing, and I don't think it's relevant. Just try and see if maybe if you can negotiate, or if there's some kind of compromise. I do think that that's the way to go, because This is your new adventure. But I also think that you have free will. So you might reject this and forget the importance of it. But I don't think that that's the way to go. If this is resonating with you. Because this is about a person that really accepts you. Although you might feel like they have a lot of power, it's like they have more leverage in their relationship than you, somehow. But it's not dangerous. In this reading. Of course, if you feel like this person has some shady aspects, as something that you really think is very dangerous, this is not your reading. Because this is a relationship that is protected, that is divinely guided, and that makes you feel uplifted. So check yourself if any of the doubting is coming from yourself. If you don't think that that's the case, if you truly think that there's something suspicious and obviously dangerous about this person, of course, this is not for you. Wow. The beginning of a beautiful relationship. That is your next adventure. Beautiful. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye.